This artifact is going to start out with number 5, which is promote a shared vision. What you're looking at is a Canvas course, and you are looking at the module view that has the different units that are here for teachers. And this was set up for an entire school to use as a template so that they could add this to their course and have really one way to navigate the course, and that's through the course modules that you can see here. But every teacher in the school is going to be using this method. Okay, the next indicator this goes with is number 6, which is advocate for equitable access. So part of the reason that we decided to do this is if we go here to the settings, you can see in the navigation, there's lots of ways that you can have students navigate this course. If you add, there's like 30 different ways you can do this. What we wanted to do is have one set way. So if we go to the student view on this, you can see that all these other things are taken out, and now the students just have these modules that are here, and they would just look at the module or the first thing there, then hit next, then they can go next here, and if they need to go back, they can go previous. And so we just wanted this one way to navigate the Canvas course that the whole school would be using. So it didn't matter how good a teacher or a student was at Canvas, there's just the one way to navigate. And so that, and then also all of the images that are in the course have been set up with text so that they're ADA compliant. But we just wanted to make this as equitable as we could so that every student was going to have the same experience. Okay, then the next indicator we're going to look at is number 15, which is demonstrate effective communication with all student supporters. So the feedback that we got from parents and students was that this navigation menu was different in every class, and it was really confusing. So some teachers had a lot of these things turned on, some had less. It doesn't really matter. It was just different across the board. And it was confusing for parents. It was confusing for students. So we sat down with the administration, or I sat down with the administration and came up with a plan for what we could do. And I had some ideas. And then they got together a group of teachers who were kind of their better Canvas users, and we got some feedback from them, and then I began to build this template for the entire school. Then I went to the parent company, which is Canvas itself, and talked to them, and they said, hey, this is the number one complaint that we have, is that the look and feel is different. So if you can come up with a uniform system, that'll work best for your institution. And so that's what I did. Then we came up with this template, and you can see that this first module is unpublished, so there's some things that are just for the instructor, how they can customize. There's a couple different home pages that they can use. It's really up to them, a place where they can put their syllabus, and then they can set this up by weeks, or they can do it differently if they want to. But really, all of this came to fruition because of the communication that we had from the different groups. Now remember, as a professional development instructor, my students are actually teachers. But we did get feedback from parents and students, met with administration, met with teachers themselves, and then met with the parent company so we could come up with the best template possible for this school. And then the last thing we did, which will go with indicator number 7, which is model new resources and tools. I took this template and put it into the Canvas Commons, which is a repository which they can then download, and you can see that these teachers have downloaded this into their own course. I showed them how it was set up, went through the different, why the navigation was and why this is in modules, and then what the teachers did is they picked one of the home pages, they customized it to how they wanted, so they started adding their course description, a header, they put in a picture, added their email address and things like that so that this was customized to them. Or if they picked a different template, then they added their own banner, they changed these buttons a little bit. But the idea really was that they would, the school would have a shared vision. It was going to be equitable for every student. I modeled these resources and tools for the whole school and then made them available on Canvas Commons. And then finally, we communicated a lot during this process so that this shared vision would go the right way.